Marketed as low-calorie and hangover-proof, tequila has been reimagined as a clean spirit. But research shows that the body processes all alcohol the same way, no matter the source. Chris Bergen, Shutterstock 2660556579. Which alcohol is the healthiest? Scientists have an answer. This popular spirit been touted as health-conscious, low in sugar, hangover-proof, and even clean. We asked experts to separate fact from fiction. By Sato Yalowo. October 22, 2025. There are several unwritten rules when it comes to alcohol. Whiskey makes you aggressive, wine turns you emotional, and tequila? It's the devil in a bottle. But in recent years, tequila's reputation has shifted. Once the fuel of spring break regrets, it's now touted as the cleanest option at the bar, low-calorie, additive-free, and even hangover-proof. But is there really such a thing as a healthier alcohol? David Jernigan, Assistant Dean of Public Health at Boston University, argues no. When marketing a product that inflicts human harm, you must do everything possible to create a halo effect. That strategy works, he adds, because most people overestimate how healthy their drinking habits really are. So how much truth is behind tequila's clean image, or any claim that one kind of alcohol is better than another? Here's what science says. Myth number 1, tequila gets you the drunkest. It's true that distilled spirits can get you intoxicated more quickly than wine or beer, but only if consumed in larger quantities or more quickly. Chemically, tequila isn't any more intoxicating than other alcohols. A standard drink contains roughly the same amount of ethanol, the compound that causes intoxication, no matter what form it takes, whether it's 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of distilled liquor, according to the U.S. National Institutes of Health. What does make a difference are personal factors such as weight, genetics, age, gender, medications, and food intake. For example, chugging liquor on an empty stomach will spike your blood alcohol level far more quickly than slowly sipping a glass of wine. When you go sober for even a month, your body will change. Here's how. The idea that tequila, or any liquor, hits harder mostly comes down to serving size and perception. While the one drink equals one drink rule is helpful in theory, it's less reliable in practice. Pours at bars can vary, wine glasses are often oversized, and most people don't measure what they're drinking. That inconsistency, not the alcohol type, leads people to think tequila or other spirits are stronger. Myth number 2, tequila is hangover-proof. While darker spirits like whiskey and bourbon typically contain more congeners, what's worse than a hangover? Hangxiety. Here's why it happens. Many hangover symptoms stem from lingering acetaldehyde, a toxic byproduct of alcohol breakdown, explains Brooke Scheller, a doctor of clinical nutrition and author of How to Eat to Change How You Drink. Acetaldehyde builds up when the liver's ability to process alcohol is overwhelmed, triggering inflammation, oxidative stress, and the release of cytokines, immune molecules that contribute to headache and fatigue. That's why hydration or sugar content matters less than total ethanol load and metabolic rate. Myth number 3, tequila and wine have health benefits. Part of tequila's new wellness glow comes from confusion about where it comes from. The blue agave plant, from which tequila is made, contains natural sugars called agavins. These are non-digestible carbohydrates that act like dietary fiber and have been studied for potential benefits, such as supporting gut bacteria and regulating blood sugar. But here's the catch, agavins don't survive the tequila-making process. During fermentation and distillation, the sugars are converted into ethanol. The healthful compounds that exist in the plant are destroyed long before your margarita hits the table. If you're going to drink, what's the healthiest way to do it? Red wine earned a similar health halo thanks to antioxidants, like resveratrol, which have been linked to heart health. But newer research shows that the studies that linked resveratrol to heart health used concentrations far exceeding what's present in wine, equivalent to consuming hundreds of glasses. As Scheller puts it, alcohol is a toxin. The harms outweigh any marketed benefits. Myth number 4, vodka and gin are the cleanest options. Vodka, gin, and tequila are often marketed as clean because they're distilled or made with natural ingredients. But the term clean isn't regulated by the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau, (TTB), meaning it has no official production standard or health implications. Some spirits may be lower in sugar or free of additives, but ethanol, no matter how distilled, still damages the liver, brain, and cardiovascular system. Myth number 5, beer is less harmful than hard liquor. People often see beer and wine as safer because they don't seem to hit as hard or as fast, but that's mostly due to volume. Studies show that beer and wine are absorbed more slowly than spirits, leading to a lower peak blood alcohol concentration. This is largely because their higher water content slows absorption and drinking speed. 8 things we've learned about how alcohol harms the body. Sugars, carbonation, and even the temperature of a drink can change how quickly ethanol enters the bloodstream. Carbonated drinks like beer or champagne can potentially accelerate absorption by relaxing the pyloric valve, the gate between the stomach